Hello friend, welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We will continue after Pskov with Operation München down in the south. This one is July 2nd. I'm always doing these missions in chronological order. It's July the 2nd, 1941. During 1940, Romania was forced to cede vast areas of territory to the Soviet Union, Hungary and Bulgaria. This national humiliation laid the foundations for a right-wing overthrow of the Romanian monarchy. By the summer of 1941, Romania, with its substantial oil fields, was a crucial member of the Axis. As Operation Barbarossa started, the country did not immediately join the fray, but it was clear this was merely a matter of time, and on the 2nd of July, Romanian and German forces launched Operation München and crossed the border into Bessarabia, which was Romanian before they seceded Bessarabia. Taking these objectives will improve your starting situation in future scenarios. Tiraspol. Alright. We'll see. The Russians historically had a lot less forces here, so compared to Pskov, this might be a little bit of a breather. Romanian forces are fully mobilized and ready to advance alongside our 11th Army. Your goal is to assist our ally in retaking Bessarabia and northern Bukovina before linking up with Army Group South for future operations. With the Soviets fully engaged to the north, we do not expect them to have much left in the way of reserves. A word of warning though, take care not to leave Romanian infantry exposed in the open, as they are woefully short of anti-tank weaponry. We have Balti, turn 2, Sarnauti. I really don't know specifically how to pronounce it, so. To Mogilev, Podolsky, I guess, and Chisinau, turn 8. Felsiu Crossing, turn 2 and hold. Okay. Tiraspol, turn 8 and hold, and Cetatea Alba on turn 10. So this is not very important. If you look at the rails, it would be best to cut off the enemy at this rail line if we possibly can. And we'll have to work our way up there, possibly cutting them off there too. Let's see, can you build pontoon? No. Can you build pontoon? Yes, you can. But yeah, there's a lot of mods, so not too sure on whether that's gonna work. Well, we'll see. Seems like the Romanians can only have one additional special step. Oh yeah, I might move these guys, but I don't have anything better to do. Moving up here. I need to beat these guys, so I don't mind spending some on pioneers. If I can beat them, I can practically like move around there. That wouldn't be too bad if you ask me. I can buy one more. Artillery. Wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing to do. I'll only be here for one more mission. I'm not gonna spend 30. I'll keep my prestige in my pocket, thank you. Alright. If I do it here too. Yeah. Okay, guess they did not retreat. I'll have to use the Romanians here. The goal is to go around, but with a 70% overrun chance. I mean, 70 is not too bad, but... I don't want to put the Romanians on the front line too hastily, so... Let's put them like that, and then we're in a pretty decent position to attack Balti on the next turn here. It's the mud. Sure, I guess let's attack. And I actually need to move down. Cut them off this way. And now seems like at least these guys are out of supply. I don't really care if they go down that much. Now, I don't need to take that turn one anyway. But I would... try to be careful. They're elite. I do seem to be getting plenty of supply. Talking about supplies, I probably should have checked before. Well, there's nothing I can do at the moment. Yeah. Actually rather free up that additional X. They're just losing some engineering, but I don't care about that. Turn 2. Okay. Whether they're out of supply or not doesn't really matter. Okay. It's funny that only dispatch somehow has these. Well, I'll just block it off with the cavalry. The fact that they still have that is not amazing. I mean, these guys have 2 defense. They also have 2 defense. This is not going to be pretty, I think. Rather save my my units. They cannot take Sarnauti at this stage. And it does free up at least this Brigada Munta. At least a part of it. Attacking there, not really that fine of a choice. However, this will At least take that. So, at this point, they do have some armored units around there. My main problem though is that these guys could go back in here and cause all sorts of trouble. By themselves. I'll make sure that I have at least a Romanian infantry to hold them down. Because those attacks are leading nowhere. Those are doing pretty well, and now I can remove this one. It's not going to help with the supplies there anyway. Actually, let's keep it there so that these... I can take this though. Really not feeling good about that, honestly. Let's move here, otherwise these guys will also go down and start harassing me. I can also see that happening. Wow. There was some seriously tough fighting, but they did hold, ultimately. And now these guys at least will also be out of supplies. Sweet. Yeah, they should have nothing. Interestingly, they can get reinforced this way. That's excellent. Let's see. Because they're also at 100. Ow. Well, I want to have one of these guys there at all times. I don't think it's that weird. Anyway, I do still need to protect these guys. They're going to be cut off for one turn. None of those guys can attack though, so I'm probably best off, at least for this turn, really going after that. I could sacrifice one of these, but I don't think it's really necessary. And I'll make sure they dig in too. Yeah, so block them off from everything else, and let's move in here. They can't attack, so going up doesn't actually help them. I also dig them in because I'm a bit afraid by the armor here. Not gonna lie, I don't really like the way that looks. Nothing to be ashamed of, I think. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, gonna have to leave them there for now. But that is about it. You guys are holding there. No need to go after them. This is fine. They actually have another truck from there, so let's make sure they also can't resupply from there. I would really love to move these, but I guess next turn. They'll be out of supply for 3 turns the turn after this. So I'll move you guys up. I'm not so sure how often I'm gonna use the army group Antonescu anymore. I don't really want to give them too many points. I'll just go for the free option. So they're actually cut off there too now. So I'll actually move up. The Russians really put themselves in a problematic position this way. Hmm. Well, one other thing that I want to do is I want to start working on this rail line further up. I mean, this certainly isn't looking ideal yet. Need to take Tiraspol by turn 8. Yeah, that's fine. Certainly not yet attacking. This actually helps me in gaining a bit of experience, so... I'm quite willing to put up with it. And since you're... It's kind of tricky to say. I actually don't think... I mean, they might deal some damage, so... I actually think I'll be much better off pulling back, because then they can't use their artillery. They pulled back, huh? Well, at this point, at the very least, I'm moving these and switching them up. Really? They did not retreat? Alright. Okay. Let's see which of these units will benefit the most from getting the XP. I certainly would be pleased to see them turn into regulars. You're already elite and you're a veteran, whereas these are regulars, so they benefit a lot from these attacks. None of these guys will be there next turn. But none of these enemy units should be capable of escape at this point. But I want to bring my more powerful units towards Tiraspol, as I need to take that by turn 8. These guys still have one last turn worth of attack in them. So definitely not wasting my elite unit on that. It's a bit of a shame that I have to do that, but then at least next turn I'll be actually able, because all of these will be out of supply for 3 turns as well. And they won't actually lose anything immediately, but still. Do they get supplies here? Yes, they can. Okay, so actually to move these guys to deal with these units. Currently though, I'm attacking them. No luck. Fair enough. I'll take this. That will get the supplies going there. Move up. Alright. This is quite something. Alright, so one more turn of potential attacks. Nothing. Okay, good. Let's work our way up the rail. There's some nice experience too. I would think. Okay. There is supply. Good. I didn't lose anything ultimately. It was a bit too dangerous. But ultimately it did get there. so this will block that and will allow me to create a level 3 supply in here. Okay, let's leave the level 2 there. I get them to go after that next. So just lowering their defenses here was fine. Meanwhile, I'll move up. The OK actually has vision over everything, so there's no real need to do anything there. Argo Antonescus should be in supply again. I can actually cross through this way. I'm not interested in attacking them because if I destroy that city or put it in ruins, I'll be in trouble. Rather, I'll try to attack something as silly as that. Without effect, obviously. But oh well. Next up will be turn 7. No surprise, absolutely nothing. Let's start up here. Yeah. Ow. Wow. Take these last guys and put you... I mean, there's obviously nobody, but... Sweet. These guys are now veterans. Closing in on that. So at least for this turn they were breached now. And alright, there we go. So, an attack of 6. They can hit him and still move in here to cross on the next turn. While... there we go. I am actually... That's again army group Antonescu. No, retreat is fairly useless. Suppressive fire, yeah, I can spend 20. I'm actually surprised that the 11th army hasn't leveled up yet. Eh. Either way, I'll take Tiraspol on the next turn. There's no doubt in my mind that I will. Just making sure that all of my other units will stay in supply and there won't be any strangeness going on at that point. Yeah, this is looking fine. This is a 3, and this is also a 3. I can actually leave these guys for the next turn, so I can actually gain experience with a German unit, which is at this stage kind of what I want, or at least... I think for the AOK 11, I'm actually surprised they're not leveling up. Well, it's AOK 11 this time. With AOK 11 though, I'm gonna spend on getting them up to 6 points because they are currently at 5. It's way too low. And yeah, getting this for free or getting repair bridge is nice, but the 6 command points really do it here. Let's see. Okay, well, I mean they're veteran now, but since I need to reinforce them, they'll go back to regular status. Well, that's fine. Both of these are going to be out of supply, so I'll have to be careful there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They have no way to deploy those anymore. So yeah, that was a very easy mission compared to the last one. So a little bit of a breather. That's always nice for a bit. Really racking up the prestige here. If I were to not follow the date orders, I guess you would be best off doing this one first, because you're racking up such a huge number of prestige that will really help you in the other missions. This is definitely the way to go, doing this one first. And yeah, we lost one specialist step and probably 3 Romanian units, but overall I'm quite pleased at the result here. I don't remember which step I lost. There's probably some Romanian artillery or something. But yeah, that went very well. So we're on the way to Odessa and beyond. Next up will be Smolensk, another huge battle, probably 14 turns. So it's going to be big. So things are going well in the south here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. If you did, please leave, or not a first episode, it's the 5th episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, see you then, and bye-bye.